It's been a fantastic evening here at the DHL Western Province Rugby Awards ceremony, where of course the players and the clubs and the divisions and the premiers are all getting their accolades for the fantastic work that have done or that they have done during the course of the year. But most importantly for us, the real thrill this year is that we haven't had a chance to speak the man himself, the president of the Western Province Rugby Football Union. And with us now is Mr. Tobie Titus, the president of Western Province Rugby. Mr. President, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, JP, for that introduction. I must tell you that I'm a very proud man tonight, because I can see the crowning of the people's hard work here tonight, from on the field and also off the field, especially the hard work that the Deputy CEO and his assistant Faisal has put in to make this once again a wonderful evening.
People forget about that. People forget just how hard and how much administrative work there goes in to administering, just in the club space alone, 17,000 people.
Yeah, it's an unenviable task, and sometimes I just feel that Herman and his team don't get the accolades that they're supposed to get. And sometimes to me it's a thankless task. But if you have a love for the game, and if you have a love for people that they've got, they will always be a successful team.
What's been fantastic for me in 2011 is that we've seemed to have like this resurrection of club rugby. There's been a new breath of fresh air blown into rugby, and people are talking more about rugby than before. I'm talking about now across the grassroots levels, across community levels. And you and I have had some private chats on the side, which it seems to be everybody's talking about it.
You know, JP, I think it's the inherent love for the game, especially in the Western Cape and especially in Western Province. The people just love rugby, and it's a community institution. If there's no rugby in winter, that community is dead and they become frustrated. But I must also add, thanks to the initiative you took with the assistance of Hermy once again, giving people the publicity that they never had before. Yeah. And that is an added incentive to them, and say, we must now see that we play our rugby, that we fulfill our fixtures, because it's going to be an embarrassment on TV if JP must announce one day we were invited to Xfield, and when we got there, there was only one team that played and the others didn't pitch up. That will be a bad advert. And this program really gave a fillip to the love for rugby in Cape Town.
Yeah, and that is really what it is. I mean, if we just move outside of the administrative circles and we go down to grassroots levels, where you and I have visited the field, and Mr. Wakefield has visited the field, and Herman is of course out there every day. It's about rugby bringing together communities and offering something beyond their daily lives to make lives better in South Africa.
You know, just by way of example, I always say that sport in general, and rugby in particular in the Cape, is a powerful agent of change. And just to add on what you said, it brings people together irrespective of culture, language, creed, or where you're coming from. Let me take a classic example. Masapulele, that got a trophy here tonight. It's a classic example of a small community in Fishoek deciding they want to play rugby, organizing themselves. And the interest in rugby has gone to such an extent that we can say tonight, as far as that club, by way of example, we can say that what sport is doing, sport is actually encouraging unity in diversity. It's a diverse community, but everybody, through the medium of rugby, is getting together in Fishoek.
As daar nou een boodskap is wat jy vanaand in 2 stukke vir die spelers kan gee. Ek praat nou nie van die senior spelers nie. Ons weet hulle is wel hulle is wel uitgesort. As daar nou 2 boodskappe is, nommer 1 spelers daar buite en nommer 2 vir die club supporters en gemeenskap daar buite. Oom Tobie, wat sal dit wees?
Vir die clubspelers wil ek sê, jy speel 'n spel omdat jy dit geniet. En zolang je rugby geniet, speel rugby. Die oorwinnings en die bekers is terloops. Maar zolang je rugby geniet, spoor je ook ander jonge spelers aan om bij je club te komen aanspreken. Voor die ondersteuners wil ik net zeggen, moet niet net je club ondersteunen in goede tijden. Maar als het moeilijk gaat, ondersteunen ook, want dan is het eerst je hulp nodig. Maar voor je ondersteuners wil ik zeggen, baie dankie voor jullie opoffering. Voor jullie zo getrouw jullie clubs ondersteunen. Want zonder jullie ondersteunen gaan die clubs niks betekenen.
Ja. Mr. President, of zoals ik per ongeluk voor elke nou en dan noem, oom Tobie, thank you very much for joining us. You're a superstar in Western Province Rugby, and it's your kind of leadership really that we admire and need at Western Province. And once again, thanks for joining us on Cape Rugby.
Thank you, JP. It was a pleasure.
There we go, folks. The president of Western Province Rugby, Mr. Tobie Titus. So long that we've been waiting to get him on the show. And of course, the very best to Auntie Audrey out there. Ek weet sy kyk vir my. Folks, we've got a lot of trophies more to hand out. We get some of the players on. We'll be back with you guys in a couple of seconds.